Oh my god, I'm dying. How did she do this? 20 minutes is so long to run. Hey guys, welcome to What to Watch Before You Die. Today's movie is Run Lola Run. Last week we talked about Ghostbusters' 30th anniversary, and it just so happens that Run Lola Run had its 15th birthday yesterday.
Los?
The 1990s flick is German, so you'll have to watch it with English subtitles. But don't let that scare you away. It's a postmodern, mixed-medium slice of life that's really edgy and super experimental. It catered well to the MTV new wave music video crowd of the late 90s, and it's really fun. Well, I mean, really fun until you realize that the movie teaches us that it's all subjective and life is meaningless. So you might as well just go with the flow and embrace whatever's gonna get thrown at you.
Aber bitte, ich mein's ernst, das ist kein Witz.
Doch, das ist ein Witz, wirklich, Lola, das ist ein echter Witz. Ich meine, das kann doch nicht dein Ernst sein.
Doch, wenn du mir nicht hilfst, dann stirbt er.
The story is simple. Lola's boyfriend Manny needs 100,000 Deutsche Marks, which was equivalent to about $55,000 at the time, delivered by noon to his mobster boss. He messed up on the job and is ultimately a dead man unless he figures out how to come up with some cash. Manny decides the only way out is to rob a local store, but Lola will stop at nothing to come up with another plan, all in the 20 minutes she has before he either goes through with the robbery or faces his ultimate demise. Written and directed by Tom Tykwer, the movie's true complexity comes through as the disjointed narrative structure starts to unravel. It's the experimental cinematic approach that makes Run Lola Run a must-see movie before you die. Here we go. First up is the movie's use of an unconventional visual style and bold camera techniques. Okay, so I know it's super pretentious to talk about how much you love French New Wave, but Breathless will always be one of my favorite movies. Deal with it.
The film that shook the world. Breathless.
Like Breathless director Jean-Luc Godard in the 1950s, Tom Tykwer utilizes self-aware storytelling methods that continuously remind the audience that they are in fact watching a movie. Camera angles ranging from bird's-eye views to severe close-ups create a sense of urgency and uneasiness that furthers a story of ultimate uncertainty. The film utilizes mixed media and disconnected imagery from animation, black and white, changing color schemes, still frames, and split screens to promote the notion that life is not always linear. Throughout Run Lola Run, we're confronted with the idea that the smallest decision or change in timing can lead to entirely separate outcomes. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but never the same. Lola's 20-minute run is told 3 different times, each time with small modifications. Lola may run into the same person over and over, but after each encounter, there's a new outcome for the characters, stemming from slight changes in their interactions. We see these alternate realities unfold through the use of quick montages. These alternate realities and parallel timelines turn life into a game. The beginning references the rules of a soccer game. There are 2 mentions of roulette, and the whole movie feels like a video game or a choose-your-own-adventure. Lola speeds up, slows down, dodges obstacles, and if things don't turn out right, there's a reset button. But every action has a consequence, so choose wisely.
Ich will nicht weg.
The movie continues to make us question our sense of chance, destiny, and fate. It's like way existential. Everything in this film was deliberate. Like the color association, Lola with red and Manny with yellow. From Lola's fire red hair, red candles, red phone, and red posters, to Manny's yellow phone booth and bright blonde highlights, the strategic use of color juxtaposes the movie's realistic mise-en-scène. Black and white is used when Lola and Manny talk about the past, or in instances when Lola and Manny aren't involved, the quality level declines with grainy and poorly lit footage. We see everyday clothing and typical Berlin streets that suddenly change when looking through another filter. Like in the opening credits, when a shot of the crowd, which initially seems very normal, quickly moves to an aerial view to reveal that the people are spelling out the name of the movie. The first scene depicts Manny in a small, almost claustrophobia-inducing phone booth, depicting the tight bind he's in, trapped by circumstance and time. Incredibly quick jump cuts illustrate the interweavings of Lola's thought process as she struggles to come up with a solution. And a commentary on the values that we give to certain events over others is portrayed with the juxtaposition of Lola's life-or-death situation set against the backdrop of everyone around her's ordinary happenings.
Bevor die Bullen kommen.
What a difference a day made.
Tigver is magically able to take elements of the mundane everyday and turn them into a moving art concept, or an 81-minute music video. Speaking of music videos, the movie's killer score will keep you on the edge of your seat throughout the film. It's a nearly constant techno blast that serves as a driving force for the narrative that lives off of adrenaline. Half the pieces were actually composed by Tigver himself, and for the most part, the other artists were relatively unknown. Lola voiced a few songs as well, placing the audience even more inside her own head. The persistent music serves as the perfect glue for a story that feels like it was cut up, rearranged, and arbitrarily jammed back together.
Nicht ich fliege nach Florida oder Hawaii oder Kanada oder Hongkong oder Bermuda oder was weiß ich denn.
Lola, played by German actress Franka Potenta, who you'll probably recognize from Blow and The Bourne Identity, is just the coolest. As Lola, she does an excellent job encapsulating feminine compassion while also becoming an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. Plus, she looks pretty hot. So there's that. Her appearance in Run Lola Run made her a hit in Europe, but also launched her American career. She most recently appeared in American Horror Story Asylum and has officially joined the cast of FX's The Bridge for season 2. As a relatively small film, Run Lola Run was big in both Europe and the States, winning the 1999 Audience Award at Sundance and Best Foreign Film at the 2000 Independent Spirit Awards. But don't let this film's symbolism or indie cred intimidate you. Its unrelenting kinetic energy makes this easily the most accessible movie you could see that draws from the French New Wave cinema. It may be a great addition to a film school syllabi, but it's just as much fun to lose yourself in it on a Saturday night. Maybe you'll be left with an existential crisis. Is it just chance? Are we creating our own fate, or are we somehow predetermined? Or maybe you'll just enjoy the brightly colored, techno-heavy ride along the way. It's a marriage of thoughtful filmmaking and a simple plot turned roller coaster adventure that makes Run Lola Run a movie to watch before you die. What do you guys think? Let me know if you've seen Run Lola Run and what you thought of it. Be sure to subscribe to Cinefix for more What to Watch Before You Die every Thursday, and you can tell me in the comments below or hashtag WhatToWatchBud to suggest what movies I should cover next time. And follow me at MacWall.